Well, what's going on, you guys, and welcome back to some more Pokemon LeafGreen. In the last episode, we managed to track down and capture the final legendary bird Articuno to kind of kickstart our Pokedex progression. In today's episode, what I was thinking we could do is, to really get it started, we could actually just go down the Pokedex list and see, and just start catching like the pre-evolutions of everything, and then eventually we can do one episode where we just like try to evolve a bunch of it all together. So let's see what the first thing down the line is to catch. So we can't get Ekans because that is a Fire Red exclusive. I already have a Sandshrew, so I can evolve that at one point. Clefairy, I'm pretty sure you can only find that in Mount Moon, right? Yeah, so let's head over to Mountain Moon and see if we can find ourselves a Clefairy real quick. I think it can be found pretty easily in the final room. I'd have to really look, but I'm pretty sure it's found mainly in the final room of Mount Moon. So let's go see if we can find one. No, I'm gonna repel until we get to that last room, and then we'll see if we can find one. I don't know if you can find it all over Mount Moon or if it's only in that last room. I feel like it's mainly in that last room, but we're gonna go try and see. I'm hoping we have an extra Moonstone to evolve it. I actually didn't even think about that. We do, we have 2 Moonstones left over. So hopefully that's all we'll need to get any of the evolutions that we might need. So let's go ahead and run all the way to the final room and see if we can find one. Dang, I forgot 1 max repel will basically get you all the way through here, I think. Alright. That is too bad. Luckily we already caught one of those at some point, so we do not need to catch another one of those right now. So I think they're mainly found. Okay, well, right before the stairs, really. Alright, Zubat. Didn't need you. I think they're mainly found in this room. So let me do a couple of encounters and see if I can find one. And then if I can't find it, you know, within a few, then I'll just cut until I manage to find one. So that was a Paris. It's not a shiny Paris though, so it's not as cool as ours. Paris again, alright. Alright, I'll do one more encounter, and if it's not Clefairy, then I'll cut until I find one. Alright, so clearly this area has mainly Paris, so I'm gonna cut until we find a Clefairy, guys. Alright, you guys, well, I am back. I managed to find one. Apparently I was in the wrong area. So, this, it was supposed to be in the first room where the first ever Rocket Grunt you fight is, or one of the first ever Rocket Grunts you fight is, and not in that final area. Okay, wow. Let's just go ahead and let's paralyze this thing, just so we can have a little bit of better chance. I know it's only level 10, but still. So let's go ahead and do this real quick. Encore. Well, that doesn't really matter at this point. We're just going to continue to huck balls until we catch it. 1, 2, 3. Got it. Sweet. Alright. Sweet. Alright. Well, let's see. So now that we've got Clefairy, that one's going to be pretty obviously easy to evolve, but... Oh crap, I didn't change my, whatchamacallit. Alright, well, let's get out of here, because I don't think there's anything else really in here. Actually... What's the next Pokemon in the Pokedex after Clefairy? So it's got Clefairy. Jigglypuff, is that one found in this game? It is. It's found in the area right before this, actually. Okay, so we'll actually go right back out the front and see if we can go over there and find one. I feel like that one won't be as bad of an encounter rate. So, do I have a way to get out of here quickly? I do. And it should take me out to... Yep, that's exactly where I thought it would take me. Alright, cool. So Clefairy, not Clefairy, Jigglypuff should be on this route. This should be the route we're on, right? Double check with the town map. Yep. Alright, so Jigglypuff should be able to be found on this route, so let's see if we can find one. If we don't find it in 3 encounters, then I'll cut until we find one. Pidgey. Alright. Alright, what do we got? Nidoran female. Alright. one more encounter, and then I'll just cut until I find one. Alright. Well, it's probably got a pretty low encounter rate, so I'll go ahead and I'll cut, and then I'll get back with you guys once I find one. Alright guys, we have managed to find a Jigglypuff. It took a little bit longer than I expected. It had a 10% chance to be found here, but it took just a little bit longer than I was expecting it to. So let's go ahead and see. Okay, well. Well, that's annoying, but luckily we weren't trying to attack anyways, because we have a 50 level difference. So, do me a favor, Jigglypuff, just get in the ball. There we go. Alright, cool. Alright, guys. That's our second new Pokemon for the Pokedex so far. So let's go see what our next target will be. I need to go replace the Alright. So after Jigglypuff is, let's see, Zubat already got that. Oddish, now Oddish, that is a that's a Fire Red exclusive line. We already have a Paris for Parasite. We have Venonat and Venomoth. Psyduck, I believe Psyduck is a Fire Red exclusive. Same thing with Growlithe. Now we can go get a Poliwag actually. So where's the closest area to get a Poliwag? Everywhere. Okay. Now I don't know if this is fishing exclusive or if it's just surfing exclusive. Probably surf if I had to guess. So let's go over to right above Cerulean, see if we can find a low level one right over there. So let's head up. Now we do have all the fishing rods, I believe, so we can also try to fish while we're up there. Let's go ahead and just full heal my Pokemon back awake. Alright, let me go ahead and switch the box of Pokemon as well really quickly. Simply because I don't want my specific PC box to fill up with a bunch of random Pokemon. So we'll just put these guys over here. And then we will head off. Alright, cool. Alright, so let's go do Poliwag, and then if we manage to find Poliwag quickly enough, we can actually just go right below Cerulean to look for Abra. So let's go see if we can go over here. Well, I know pretty sure there's a little pond at the end of this route. Yeah. So let's surf on this and see if we can find Poliwag real quick. And as usual, we'll do 3 encounters, and if we don't find it, I will cut until we do find it. There's going to be a lot, I'm just going to apologize in advance, there's going to be a lot of cutting in these Pokedex progression videos. Oh yeah, Slowpoke. Oh, we already have one of those. When did we catch a Slowpoke? I actually don't remember, but anyway, I'm just going to apologize in advance. There will be a lot of pausing in these Pokedex progression videos, mainly because I don't want to have to subject you guys to all of the, 15, 30 encounters I'll have to do to find one Pokemon. So what I think I'll do is I'll do an average of like 3, maybe 4 if I feel like it, encounters before I just go ahead and cut until we find what we're looking for. So that was encounter number 2, so we're going to see one more encounter. It's probably going to be Slowpoke again, and then I'll cut until we find Poliwag. Come on. Hello? I don't have a repel up. I just heard an Abra, what the heck? Poliwag or Slowpoke? Slowpoke, alright. So Poliwag might be a fishing encounter, so I'm gonna have to try that. But anyway, I will catch back with you guys when I manage to find one. Alright guys, we have managed to find ourselves a Poliwag. It turns out it was an encounter with the good rod, so just swimming back and forth was actually not doing me any good. So let's see if we can catch this thing real quick. 1, 2. Okay. It's interesting to me that these don't you put me to sleep. The Jigglypuff already did that. Don't you do it too. Hypnosis at level 9. That's kind of crazy, I'm not going to lie. I didn't realize it could be such a low level to learn that. There we go. Nice. Alright. Sweet. Oh yeah, I forgot we have seen Politoed, haven't we? Sweet. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're actually going to run straight to the route below Cerulean City and see if we can catch 2 Abra. We're going to need 1 to evolve for the Pokedex, and we're going to need 1 to do an in-game trade a little bit later on. Now, one thing that I'm sure a lot of people are wondering right now is how exactly am I going to get all of the version exclusives if these games are not connected to Pokemon Home just yet? My answer to that is I have a friend who is currently playing through Pokemon Fire Red, and she is going to catch all of the version exclusives for me and trade them over. Let me double check if this is the route for Abra. It's either right here or it's the route above us. Let me double check before I spend too much time here. Abra. Am I stupid, or is it's just the route above me? I'm stupid. I don't know why. I always think it's caught right here, but it's not. I don't think there's anything on that route that we need, so let's just head back up here and find the Abras we need. Now, I could just buy them from the Celadon Game Corner, but it's more fun to go out and catch them, especially because if you don't catch the Abra on the first encounter, it immediately flees. So it'll be a little bit more fun to actually play a little bit of a game of cat and mouse here. Kakuna. Oh, we do not need you. So as usual, we'll do our usual 3 encounters before we cut until we find it. Weedle, alright. I don't think Abra is a super rare encounter here, so I'm not too worried about it. Excuse me. There's one. Alright, cool. Now let's see. Let's see if we're lucky enough to catch it before it flees. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Alright. Now let's see if we can find another one really quick. Actually, you know what? No, we're not gonna bother with that because I can just buy one and trade it. Now it'd be not. Yeah, it is more fun. Okay. Well, unless this is one right here. Bellsprout. Funny enough. Oh no, we already have one of those. Okay. I didn't realize I'd caught one of those in the past. All right. Well, let's see what our next target is. So let's see. Abra, Machop, Bellsprout, Tentacool. Well, Tentacool is found literally anywhere there is water. So what we'll do here, what we'll do for that one, is honestly, actually I could probably find them right here, I think. Let's just like surf right here to see if we can find some. Hey, look at that. Tentacool can literally be found literally anywhere and everywhere. In any region it's available, it's found literally just everywhere. So it should be a pretty easy capture too. Nice. Alright, cool. Well, we made quick work of that one, luckily. I actually love Tentacool. A lot of people don't like Tentacool, but I actually really like it. Alright, well, next target. I kind of wish it would stay on the Pokemon that you last looked at, but unfortunately it does not do that. So we do have a Geodude, so we don't have to worry about that. Ponyta. Where's the quickest place to find a Ponyta? Only on Kendall Road. You can't find it anywhere in Kanto? That's kind of crazy. You can only find it in Kendall Road. Well, I guess we're taking a little bit of a detour over to the Sevi Islands real quick to track this down. So let's go. I'm trying to do it in like Pokedex order the best I can, just because it's more interesting that way. So let's head over there and see if we can find one real quick. I'm sure I can because it's like pretty common encounter on Kendall Road. Oh, okay. Alright, let's head over here. Grab our fire horse. This should not take long to find at all. Persian. Okay. Now we could try to just catch this thing real quick. Will a bite kill this? No, it won't. Okay, you know what? We'll go see if we can catch this real quick. That would save us 1 evolution. So let's see if we can catch this. Alright. We'll paralyze it, and then should be pretty easy to capture after that. It has Limber? I was not aware that that was an ability that had. Alright. Well, I guess we're just throwing Ultra Balls until we get it. 1, 2, 3. Got it. Alright, well that saves us 1 evolution. Having to do the evolutions aren't going to be that much of a pain, considering how many, like, strong level trainers there are. Like, I fought one of the, just to get, like, one level on that Nidoking I was using earlier. Yeah, there's Ponyta. But, it was, like, 4 level 47 Fearos that gave, like, 1,600 experience each. So, I was like, okay, this is not going to be very difficult for leveling up. The only Pokemon that's going to take a substantial amount of time to level up is Rhyhorn to Rhydon, because its evolution level is 42, and of course Dragonair to Dragonite, because it's 55. Alright, well there we go, we got our Ponyta. Sweet. And one thing I always thought I remembered was the fact that Ponyta is not a Firestone evolution. I could have sworn it was for the longest time, but it is not. Alright, let's see what else we can get. Slowbo to Slowpoke, we already got a Magnemite. Farfetch is a trade evolution. Seal is in this game, right? Or is that a Fire Red exclusive? It is, I don't think it's a Fire Red exclusive, and I think it's only found in, yeah, Ice Cave and the ice area of the, was that 2 Island? Is that 2 or 3 Island? I think it's 3 Island? Well, because we're already on the islands, we may as well go over here and see if we can catch it in there, because it'll be more fun that way. Cape Brink, Fairy Forest, 3 Island Port. I think it's talking about this island specifically. Cause yeah, I think this is it, because this is where Lorelei lives. I think, right? Or am I wrong? I am not wrong. It's right up here. No, I'm wrong, aren't I? No, I'm wrong. Am I stupid? For the life of me, I cannot remember. I genuinely can't. I literally went and did all these things and still can't remember. It's not this island either. Oh, it's the island with the daycare. I think it's 4 Island. Okay, I'm stupid. Just ignore me, guys. I'm just all over the place right now. Is it 4 Island? Or, no, it's 5 Island, I think. We'll just check all of them. Heck with it. We'll get there eventually. I don't know why. I forgot it has to be one of the ones with the Johto Pokemon. I think it's 4 Island. I don't come to the Sebi Islands. Yeah, it's 4 Island because Icefall Cave. Yeah, it was 4 Island. Like I said, guys, just ignore me. I'm stupid sometimes. But we'll probably get 1 or 2 more Pokemon for the Pokedex and then call it a day. So let's go ahead and grab this and then maybe 1 more after it. Let's go ahead in here. And we should just have to run around until we find it, because I don't think it's that big of a, I don't think it's a super low spawn, right? So let's just go ahead and run around in here until we find it. Golbat. Do we want to catch a Golbat here just for the sake of it? May as well, right? Just to pad the, Pokedex count a little bit. Oh, you're annoying with that. If we Shockwave, we kill it. So we're just gonna try 1 more bite, and then... Come on. Alright, cool. Don't crit? Alright. Usually I would love a critical hit, but not when we're trying to catch Pokemon. There's a difference. Alright. 2. Okay. Mean look. Alright, well. We can't escape now, but we didn't plan on doing that anyway, so... Do me a favor. Stay in the ball. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of off-screen money grinding over at Resort Gorgeous, because I'm gonna need a lot of Ultra Balls. Nice. To be able to catch all these Pokemon, because of the higher level Pokemon like that want to just immediately break out, we're gonna need a lot of Ultra Balls. I'm thinking about buying, like, probably well over 100, just to be absolutely sure that we have enough at all times. Swino. Now here's the thing. As much as I would love to attempt to fill all the Johto Pokedex, we literally can't, because we do not have ports that can trade Pokemon from the XD, Gale of Darkness, and Colosseum to these games, at least not that I'm aware of. If we can, that'll be great, because that means we could eventually try to do that, but as of this moment, I don't believe it's possible, so... Unfortunately, we're just gonna have to stick to the original 150. I can't even get Mew, so literally not even the 151, just the 150, and just be happy with that. Okay, we'll do one more encounter for Seal, and if we don't get it, then I'll cut till I find one. Alright, well I guess Swinub is the thing that is mostly found here. That's kind of interesting. Alright, well, we'll do one more quick cut, and then I'll get back with you guys when I find a Seal. Alright guys, we managed to find our Seal. I feel like an idiot for running around in the cave because it is a surfing encounter. So I feel pretty stupid, but hopefully we can just get this really quickly, and then... Okay, well don't be a punk, Seal. Just because I messed up... Okay, he crits me, nice. Just because I messed up doesn't mean you have to be a dick about it. Alright. 1, 2... Alright, well. No need to be in a punk about it now. Just stay in the ball, and we'll all go home happy. Go. Three. Got it. Nice. Alright. I think that's gonna be about it for today as far as encounters. We got a decent amount of Pokemon, and so let's go see what we caught. Let's go double check on what we got really quickly, and then we will head out. I'm trying to do like 8 to 9, hopefully like maybe around 7 to 8 Pokemon per video will be done, and all the evolutions will probably be in like 1 to 2 videos. So let's check out what we got today. Alright, so we did manage to catch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Pokemon for the Dex today, all of which have evolutions except for like 1. So hopefully that's a pretty good pad for the Pokedex today. Hopefully it won't take super long to get this completed. Hopefully my friend is catching all the Fire Red exclusives that she told me she would catch. But until then, hope you guys enjoyed. Please drop a comment down below, like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time.